In this session we'll take a look at applying materials. We'll look at basic materials, cloud library materials, and even some basic materials that you can create yourself. So here we have our model imported. On the left hand side here we can see our list of materials, and the simplest way to apply a material is to scroll down the list, find a material that you're interested in. Let's say this rather fetching paint color, and we can simply click, drag and release that selection onto the model or the body within an assembly that we wish to have that applied to. Now if I move over here on the right hand side of the materials tab, I can click on my model, and that is going to bring up, or select the model, and that is going to bring up the material assignments here, and I can adjust the various settings according to the assignment that I made. And in this example, really the main thing that I can adjust is the color. I can go off and choose another color and click OK. Within KeyShot we have the ability to add materials from the cloud. These are curated materials provided by KeyShot. Also you have the option to upload your own materials to the cloud library as well. And we can go to Window and Cloud Library, and this is going to open up the library of materials. Now we also have environments, backplates and textures as well that we can apply, and here within the materials we can choose a whole range of wonderful options and very interesting finishes to apply onto our models. So we have various Moltec materials, various color and texture type materials. Let's try this rustic powder coating. So this is a textured paint, and that has downloaded that into the downloads folder, and we can either scroll through that to search for that, or we could say type in here rustic, and we can simply click on this downloaded material and apply that onto our model. Okay, we'll take a look at making your own basic material. So the first thing to do is to double click on your part, and we can go into the materials graph, and here we will look at applying a basic gradient onto our model. We can right click and we can go onto textures and color gradient, and we can plug this node directly into the color here for our diffuse. Now if I double click on this color gradient node, it is going to open up the options that I can play with here. So we can see that we've got this gradient from white to black being applied. We can change sort of the center point, or the level at which this gradient is applied. We can narrow the band from both sides on these sliders. Okay, and we can adjust this position as well. So now this is making this gradient very tight. We can make it a bit smoother over this region, or we can bring that back to how it was at the beginning. Now if we wish to change the colors of the gradient, we can click here on these balls below the arrow. If I double click, that is going to open up this color picker. We can choose any color that we want, and the same on the other side. Click OK. Now click under here, maybe I want a nice fetching green, and then we can adjust this level in between. Additionally, we could even add more colors or more stops. Here we have the option to add a stop, and I can change this color to something else entirely. And then again we can play with our sliders and how the how the gradient is applied across the part. Additionally, we have the option to adjust the gradient type. So here we have a planar type that's going from one side to another, and we could say have a spherical type. So that is giving us another interesting effect. Let's maybe bring it in a bit. I'll be able to see these differences along the bands. Maybe this color could be a little bit brighter. There we go. So now we've got this nice three-way color gradient across our part.